Welcome back to McNulty's Book Corral. Guess what? We're talking about this today. Preston and Child, Dead Mountain. This is a Nora Kelly, Corrie Swanson book. It's great. It is probably my favorite of the series. They have multiple others. This just came out, and let me just give you the lowdown here. So it started with Old Bones, Scorpion's Tail, and Diablo Mesa. I think I've covered those in other episodes, if not all of them. I've covered a lot of Preston and Child, and I will continue to do so because Preston and Child, they are fantastic. So I have some questions, though, for you readers of Preston and Child, and especially this series. So I really want to know how you feel about this book when you read it. So first of all, on the title page, Dead Mountain, a Nora Kelly novel. Well, that's true. Nora Kelly is one of the main characters, but she's the main character along with Corrie Swanson, who is the newer character in the Preston and Child universe, and she's a young FBI agent. I feel that she is the heart and soul of the series because we are emotionally invested in her journey. We want her to succeed, and this book is no exception. So why did they put on the title page a Nora Kelly novel when it's really a Corrie Swanson and Nora Kelly novel? Two great female, tough-ass women, who are just fantastic. Preston and Child are great. So anyways, what are your thoughts on that? Who's your favorite character? Is it Corrie Swanson? She's mine, but of course, we love and respect Nora Kelly as well. Nora Kelly has been part of the Preston and Child universe for a very long time, and now has her own series along with Corrie Swanson. But they're calling it a Nora Kelly novel when it's really a Corrie Swanson and Nora Kelly novel. I want to know your thoughts on that. Okay, so spoiler alert. I'm not going to give away the plot, but I am going to read to you a passage from the book that made me laugh out loud. Okay, every once in a while, writers will do things when they're writing, and they get away with a joke of some type, a little pun or a play on words. They have two instances here in this book that I saw that, and I'm going to give them away. So if you don't want to hear about it, shut the video down, go away, walk out of the room, whatever you need to do. So this is just in relation to some characterization and the way they phrased the little description, okay? And you'll see how funny it is when I read it to you out loud. It had me on the floor laughing. It's great. By the way, this is an example of some lighthearted things in the book. There's a couple of others, but the book is very action-packed and suspenseful. This is a great mystery thriller. Anyways, they're talking about relationships, and this is Corrie Swanson, okay, the character, and she's wondering what's going on between her and Watts, this lawman that she's got the hots for, okay, and that's great. And this is what they wrote. What was or wasn't going on between them? She couldn't deny her attraction, and it was obvious he felt the same way. But it seemed too much of their time together had been tangled up with work. It wasn't that she expected some kind of 19th century courtship, but a few nights out at the movies or romantic dinners or flowers would be nice. She knew Watts was a stand-up guy, not interested in a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am fling. Maybe he was just intimidated or inexperienced. Well, that made two of them, and here's the funny part. Whatever it was, it could wait. She was juggling a lot of balls right now and wasn't sure she wanted to handle two more. So, I'm sorry. It's the funniest damn line I've read in years, and I will say no more. You can take that at whatever value you find in it. One more spoiler alert. Okay, a couple pages later, Corrie's in a room looking at a shelf of books, and she sees a book, and she says that she recognizes some of her childhood favorites like Larry Niven and Roger Zelazny and so forth. It's not unusual for Preston and Child to put cultural references into their books. There's a reference to a jazz album in this book, which is one of the worst albums in jazz ever created. And I love jazz, and I'm not going to go into that anyways. So again, the spoiler alert is continuing. If you don't want to know this stuff and you want to discover it for yourself, shut the video off. Go away. Go get a drink. Speaking of which, let me recalibrate myself before I read this. Hang on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's good to drink that vitamin juice now and again, just in case, wanted to make sure you knew that. All right. So she sees a book on the shelf. It's called Ice Limit 4 Warm Storm. Well, there is no Ice Limit 4 Warm Storm, but Ice Limit is a book by Preston and Child. So, it's called being Tuckerized. So they Tuckerized themselves, beyond the Ice Limit. There were 2 Ice Limit books, the Ice Limit and Beyond the Ice Limit. And now they've added this other one into it, which is really funny. That's called Tuckerizing, when you make reference to somebody or something as an in-joke in the book. So they Tuckerized themselves, actually, in this. Tuckerize me, will you guys, for Christ's sake. Anyways, this is really a fun book to read. I'm not going to give away anything about the ending or the plot details. If you're a Preston and Child fan, you know you're on this. But the ending has the funniest ending. It's just very, very delicately put, and it's really a cute, uplifting ending. And I'm not going to go into detail, but these guys are on a roll lately. Okay, with the their other famous series, the Pendergast series, with the cliffhangers going on over there. And we're waiting for that next one. And then they've got the Corrie Swanson boys and Nora Kelly series. They're having a lot of fun. It's like just fantastic material. So I'm worked up, okay? I'm worked up over Preston and Child. You've watched these videos, those that have been around, you've seen me talk about them before. I have never met them. I've ordered signed books from the Poisoned Pen bookstore so I could have autographed copies in my collection because I'm a collector as well as a reader, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Okay, so that's probably enough bellowing and snorting and jangling my spurs on Preston and Child today. But pick up Dead Mountain, Corrie Swanson, Nora Kelly. Hot, fun, action-packed stuff. Cheers, boys.